confront the witnesses against you. You or your attorney have the right to ask questions or cross-examine those witnesses. You have a right to require that the witnesses and evidence be ordered into court by subpoenas issued by the court at no cost to you. At your trial, you do have the right to remain silent. That is, not say anything, and your silence cannot be held against you in deciding if the charge is true. However, you may also choose to testify under oath and tell your side of the story. The district attorney must prove the case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. If you are convicted or if you plead guilty to a misdemeanor, you do have the right to delay your sentence for a period of 6 hours, and you have the right to demand to be sentenced within 5 days, although you can waive those rights. If you're not a citizen of the United States, a conviction of any offense may have the consequences of deportation, exclusion from admission, or denial of naturalization pursuant to the laws of the United States. If you intend to ask for a continuance of the arraignment to complete one of our programs, like the Theft Awareness Program or the Youth Offender Program, or to seek an attorney, or for any other reason, I will ask you to waive time. That means to give up your speedy trial right for the period of time of your continuance, so it would start on the day that you came back to court. When I call your case, you will be advised of the fines and fees and any jail time pertinent to the resolution of your case. If you're charged with a felony, which is punishable by state prison, I will strongly advise that you seek counsel. At the conclusion of coming to the podium and then having your matter heard, I'll ask you to sit there in the front row behind that short wall to wait for your paperwork, which is very important. In the event you decide to accept the district attorney's offer to resolve your matter, I'll accept a plea of no contest, which is the same as a guilty plea, except you can't be sued over your plea. If you're out of custody and I sentence you to jail time today, please be aware of the following. If I do order a jail sentence, generally it will not begin today, nor will any fine be due today. If I order a jail sentence of 60 days or less, I will generally allow you to enroll in the sheriff's work program instead of actually going to jail. Likewise, if the sentence is more than 60 days, I will generally allow you to serve the sentence on electronic monitoring. You are entitled to good time credits of 1 day for every time for every day served, meaning, for example, that if you serve 4 days in custody, you will actually get credit for 8. That's likewise true of electronic monitoring or sheriff's work program. If I do sentence you to a custodial time and with alternate custody, I will give you a date to report to serve your sentence 90 days from today, which means that you need to go fairly immediately to contact the sheriff's department to set up the work program on electronic monitoring. If you fail to get into either program, either because you don't apply or you're rejected, then you'll have to do actual custody and turn yourself in on that 90-day date. Failure to report to the jail at the 90-day date, if you're not enrolled in one of the alternate programs, will result in a warrant going out to your arrest. I will advise you of the fines and fees, including penalty assessments that apply to your case. And there are different payment options. You may pay in full here at the courthouse today, or for an additional $30, you may have up to 60 days to pay in full. And even with that option, you're entitled to take your paperwork up to the clerk's office and apply for a monthly payment plan. If I sentence you today to a misdemeanor, I may place you on probation, either formal or informal. Folks, can we keep the noise down in the courtroom? We don't talk in normal voices while the court's in session. Informal probation means that you are on probation to the court, not the probation department, and you must obey all laws and probation conditions. Formal probation means that you are under the jurisdiction of the adult probation department and must report to the probation within 7 days. After your sentence, probation will monitor your compliance with the court's orders. Some of you are here for the first time on probation violations today. On probation violations, you basically have the same rights that I previously described if you're here on an initial offense, except the prosecution only needs to prove the case to a preponderance of the evidence, and you're not entitled to a jury trial. All right, I'm going to jump off the bench for just a moment. I'll be right back.